Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have a nice little project which the customer has requested. So the project is like customer has a kind of a very simple project. It's not very complex. So I'm gonna go ahead and see and tell you what are the options available to get this accomplished. So all the dashboards and everything that you see here in has been created for live customers, and I use it for deliveries and everything. So that's pretty much what I've uploaded here. So the requirement here is like the customer has this simple little spreadsheet where you can see they have various categories and various things in here and so on. So the requirement is pretty simple, that you wanted a sort of a conditional formatting chart. Like for example, right now this chart is coming up these two rows. So basically if the goal and the actuals are the ones we're trying to fit, so column G and column F. So that's pretty much, so in here if you see that's your goal and the one which is here is your actuals that you're trying to accomplish. So the request here is like you wanted to have a sort of a conditional formatting, and you want that to change to green when the actuals exceed or match the goal once it's achieved. So it's pretty much, so for example right now you can see that it's 60% and it's almost 50% on the actual. So if I put 59, it's still not going to be a thing, but it still works in the red. So once that becomes 60 or above, that turns green and it gets updated and so on. So today we're going to go ahead and see how we're going to accomplish that. There isn't any charts or anything directly available in the conditional formatting area with the Excel charts and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and open another file. So where you can see here I've just got the two data. I've made it very simple. Just got the goal and the actuals, and the goal and the actuals is right here, and if this goes below the goal, obviously that'll turn red. So that's the thing. So in order for us to achieve this, there's probably two requirements in terms of a helper column. I know these things are like available over the internet, so let me unhide them. Let's see. So these two are not needed, just making things very simple so that we have these two where we have not achieved and achieved columns right here. We just added. So you can go ahead and add these like a sort of an helper kind of a column where so the formula it's pretty simple formula. You can see here I'm just comparing this. If the actuals is lesser than the goal, then populate this column. If the actual is more than the column, populate this column. So that's a pretty little formula there. So you can see here if it's more, go ahead and update not achieved, which is what this is, and then here we have the achieved. So we're going to use these two things to populate, create a the chart. Okay, now there is something else. You do have a lot of other ways to get it done, but I'm going to give you a simple rather way to get it worked out. So in order for us to achieve this, basically we are putting chart for this one and these two. That's pretty much how it works. So we're gonna go ahead and get this created. So the first step for you to do is to create a very simple chart. So all that you need to do is just select this and then go to the insert, and let's even you can actually select this also. Just hold the control button, select that, click on recommended charts, go to the chart that we have here. So this the column chart, and click on this. So you have two different ones, this one and this one. We needed everything to be in one cluster, so we're selecting that. So when you have like new row, obviously that will be another cluster and so on. So So let's click on that and you click OK. Now you can see here the goals is in a different color and various other things, so I'm just going to go ahead and match that color. So achieved is going to be green. It doesn't matter what color it is, but just for testing I'm just going to go ahead and put that here. Okay, so, and then I'm also going to put the shape outline here as well, a little darker maybe. Okay, now I'm going to do that for the other column also. So I'm just putting 40% so that gets appeared, so you can select that and put that as red. Okay, now all these, for these two colors, the red and the green, we actually not going to use that. We're going to use a simple little trick right now. So for that, so all that you do is like go to the insert menu, click on shapes, click on the triangle thing, and just create a small kind of a thing here, and then we're gonna shape that as this one, and then again we're gonna insert one more shape, which is a slightly bigger, like that. Okay, but no fills, no outlines. So we have like two different shapes, this and this. So I'm just going to group that now, and I'm clicking on the whole button and selecting both. Click on page, group, and we have that. Now I'm just going to create one more. Just hold the control button and you have one more, and we're going to color this just by clicking on that and make that green. Okay, now we're going to use these in the place of what they are. So what you do is like just click on this, right click, copy, and click on that, and you can press Ctrl 1 or this one and go to the fill, click on picture. When you click on picture, it will come up as something default, but that's not what you want. Remember, we copied, and so this one is not achieved is what we are actually looking at, because you can see that it is. So, and click on the clipboard and that becomes red. Okay, now we are increasing the value so that we can do the same thing with the achieved as well. So I'm just putting 80% so that you can see that it gets updated. Now I'm copying this one, copy, click on that, only this, and then picture, and then clipboard. Okay, now you can see that when it is 40, this gets updated, and when this is 80, this gets updated. Okay, now watch that. This was actually changing when I was trying to do that. So you can see here the goals are not supposed to be changing, right? So in order to restore that, we just go ahead and click that and put that as a fixed number, which is 100%, because and so that the scales will be set. Now if you change this to 30, you can see the scales remain, and so that's the main trick which will come. So the goals will remain the same because your scale remains the same, but this one goes up and down. Now once you finish this, we are almost done with the work. It's pretty simple. All you need to do is highlight one thing, go to this particular thing, click on this, just make that one column. There you go, that's it. And of course you can obviously increase your smaller the size or bigger the size, and we are ready to go. Now you can see that if it is 40%, that becomes red, and this becomes, if it's higher than goal, it becomes green, and so on. Now all that you need to do is you've got to include more rows, right? So very simple thing. Also, all you need to do is right click, select data, and you can see that it's actually taking 7 and 8, right? Just change that to 9 and then change this to 9. That's it. Click OK, and you have two values. Let's see, I think I probably didn't change it correctly. I'm just restoring back. Let's see, select, and then we have the values, which is looking at that. Now this one, remember, this is actually the achieve section. So I'm going to copy that. Solid full. That's it. Okay, so we have like now both together. Now if it is lesser, let's see what happens to that. 30%. There you go. And then that's, if it's more than that, that becomes red, and so on. So it's a pretty slick way to do things. Let me know if there are any queries or two. Happy to assist you in the comment section if you have. We'll go ahead further. Thank you.